I loved this recipe. So you don't have to have almond pulp, but you can. You just have to have almonds. And the truth is, pretty much any nut is interchangeable in recipes with nuts, and nuts and oats are often interchangeable too. I actually didn't have quite enough almonds, so I mixed almonds and pecans. That's fine. You could do all pecans. You could do all cashews. You probably could do seeds. Nuts have a little bit more richness than seeds. If you're ever familiar with a confection that is now available everywhere from Costco to even the 99-cent store called the Lara Bar, I met her in 2003 after I got out of culinary school. She ended up selling her company for millions to General Foods with this basic idea: nut and date, seed and date. And now they come in all different flavors, but you can make your own and it's really quick. And this would be another recipe you could make if company shows up at the last minute. And I'm just going to place this in the food processor with my spices, which is a really good quality cassia cinnamon. This is from Local Spicery. I like the cassia cinnamon because remember, I'm not using sugar, and this actually tastes like it has sugar in it, and my pure vanilla bean powder. So I'm placing them in the food processor, and I'm just going to grind this into a breadcrumb-like consistency. That was 9 seconds. It doesn't have to be perfect. I actually like a little bit of texture. And then I'm going to take my pitted dates and place them in there. When it starts to slow down, what you're going to do is you're going to check for what I call the break point. So if I can smush it together like this, but then break it in half, it's ready. But it kind of crumbled. So it just needs a few more seconds to be perfect. We'll try that again. This is why hands-on cooking can be so useful, so they can feel it. So again, I'm pushing it together in a ball. If you go too far, you start releasing all of the oil from the nuts, and then it gets kind of oily. So this looks perfect because I can roll it in a ball, but if I want to break it in half, I've got a break point. And so now what I do is I'm going to just take it and take the ingredients and put them in a bowl. So what you can do is, I forgot to buy the pretty little foil papers at Michael's, so it looks wonderful to present them that way. You can get cookie scoops in different sizes and roll them that way. But I've always been the kind of person that wants to roll my own. So I usually just, after you have jobs like where you're making 400, you don't even need a scoop. You literally know exactly what size to make, and then you can pop them into your mouth. Now, you can roll these in something. So I probably wouldn't roll them in cocoa powder with this flavor profile, but you could roll them in like hemp seeds, which would be pretty. Maybe not so much coconut, but you could roll in a little bit of cinnamon, but you really don't have to roll these at all. I like to refrigerate these or freeze these, but this is one of the easiest things you can make. You can vary the nut. You could vary the dried fruit too, but this just combination of just simple almonds, cinnamon, and vanilla is really unparalleled. And people tend to really, really love these. I call them Cinnamon Vanilla Bliss Balls. Really easy to make.